not only the Africans who are the local, but as well as the Africans who live in Africa and who are artists and who are trying to find a voice around the world. They are kind of in this game. A lot of them, they make music, but they get screwed because all the music from outside comes and this is what is playing in the clubs. And the music from outside is the ones that are making money. The one from outside are the ones who are making money from YouTube because their views are monetized. And we don't have all these infrastructures in the different African countries, and it depends. Your mileage will vary depending on where you are. In Senegal, it's not the same as South Africa or a thing. But and I was saying last week that there's going to be a point where, you know, the Spotifys and the YouTubes and all of them are trying now to monetize Africa because they are starting to reach a plateau in the US and in Europe. And now they're starting to try to expand in the rest of the world. And the problem was figuring out how to get paid, how to have people, you know, buy their subscriptions. And I was saying that, hey, listen, the phone companies in Africa, they already found a solution for now for all the people who don't have credit cards. Yeah, you know, you buy a card like this. You buy a card like this, and you scratch. You have a code. You use that, and this exists already. You can buy it in every store in Europe, and usually in Africa, you walk around. You always have people who are selling those cards, and that's how people pay for their. And you can also go to the companies directly, headquarters and places where you can, you know, where you can pay for your credits and et cetera, and then we also have a lot of things that can be done directly from the phone, where you can pay directly from the phone with a code and using your credit, put your credit in your phone and use it this way, and you can buy. There's a lot of ways in Africa that a system is in place, and I was saying that what is missing for the local artist to explode and start really being able to live off your work, even if you live in a remote village in the forest in Congo or in Dar es Salaam or in Cameroon, instead of just dreaming of going to Europe, when the platforms will arrive and people will be able to distribute their music from home and be in the same marketplace as everybody and compete with the same people and be paid from the place of their music, just like I do, that's the moment when something will change. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mountain. And, you know, I was saying, hey, listen, look at South America. Soon as everybody had a Spotify account and internet for cheap, or, you know, all of a sudden the J Balvins and all these people exploded. The Maluma or the Ozunas, all these people just became way more powerful and big in terms of views. And same thing for the BTS and the black, what's their name? That girl group from Korea. A lot of groups became huge. It was not just because when I grew up, to be famous and to be a superstar, you had to be American or French or Italian or Spanish, maybe. Those were the only ones who had access to a big market, and they had a distribution system, the CDs, etc. Everybody else was artisanal, like trying to sell 1,000 records. When Spotify arrived in Europe, the playing field, it didn't level because those who are big are even bigger, but those who are small like me can have a clientele all around the world. But those who are in Africa unless they understand how to put their thing on internet and like find a distribution and etc. A lot of them, they are still just trying to do shows. And the only way for them is to have a good song that people love, shoot a video, put it on Trace TV or MTV Base, and then if it plays enough, then you go do shows, and that's the only way you make money. But it means that when you have a moment like the COVID and the pandemic, and where everything is closed, and then shows are over for a whole year, then your revenue source is over as well. And those who, like me, have a catalog can live from their catalog. By everybody that is streaming their music, they bring you a monthly income that you can live comfortably from. And so this is double conversation, because a few minutes ago I was telling you that I'm a type of person that likes to invest in things for in 10 years. And 10 years ago, even more, maybe 12 to 13 years ago, I was having a conversation with an artist. And that artist was telling me, yo, you are releasing too much music. You release like singles all the time, and you have this, and you have like, you don't take the time, you don't let people the time to listen to your music clearly. And I was replying to that person, you know, I'm building a catalog because one day all the platforms like iTunes, I think at that time when we were having these conversations, Spotify didn't exist yet. I was like, you know, one day all the platforms where people are listening to music, the YouTubes, the iTunes and Virgin and etc. When these people will have access to internet and stores where they can listen to the music, I want to have a catalog of 1,000 songs ready so that when they open access to these people, if my brand is still big out there, then this will create additional flows of revenues for me. So that's what I've been investing for the last 12 years. Make songs, and have an unlimited amount of catalog for the people who enjoy my brand. And yeah, it's hard to know all my songs, and I'm not asking people to know all my songs. Yeah, you can enjoy, you know, you can enjoy my old songs. You can enjoy my new songs. You can enjoy what I'm building is a catalog when you can make your playlist from, and you can decide, oh, listen, I like your Diamantero thing. I like this. I like that. And this is something that I've been building, and I've been saying for a long time. I was having this conversation with Body. I was having this conversation with Moto Music like months ago. With Body years ago, I was telling Body, build your catalog of ancestral soul music and your African-oriented house music, because one day when Africans have access to the stores and a way to listen to the music online or offline, even offline, because on Spotify you can keep the music on your phone when you have a connection, and as long as you have the application verify that you paid your month of February, you can listen until the next time you connect it to the internet. Everything you download, when your phone is back online, not only it will verify if you have paid your month of March, but it will also calculate how many songs you played. Or you played this song 500 times, this one X amount when you were offline, and it will send the information to the servers, and then the servers will pay the artist. And so I was telling Body, build your catalog, Build your catalog. You never know. I know you make a lot of gigs as a DJ and you make money, but you never know the you know the whatever can happen. You can break your leg, etc., etc. Anything can happen. You see what I mean? Good night, Tatiana. I know it's. And I was telling him we have to build our catalogs and we have to be ready for when the other part of our fan base who never brought us money. Because listen, Africa for me, I made money from shows, but I never made money from sales. It was always piracy. People were either downloading the music or, yeah, having CD burned with MP3s and stuff and passing each other that music. That was how it was all that time. And I was telling him, hey, listen, the same way we invest in the stock options or in crypto, in hopefully one of them explode like Bitcoin exploded. We buy them for cents and we sell them when they're worth thousands, and then we are safe and we can have us. We know our children are good, and then we can invest this in different things and in maybe pushing our narrative even better. And we can invest on building our catalogs so that whenever, so let me show you something. Okay, those are all the places where people are listening to my music. Number of listeners per country. Of course, France, Spain, Portugal, the US, Canada, Brazil, and then all these places. And it's only South Africa, Tanzania, Kenya. All this is new, I think. Egypt, no, this was Algeria. Those were there before. But you see, Ghana, Nigeria, all this is new countries where I have listeners since yesterday. Why? And then you have all these other countries, Kazakhstan, all these places in Kizomba is huge out there in East Europe. Then you have India, Malaysia, Indonesia, all these people. Why? Because Spotify decided to expand their service to 80 new market, 80,000, no, yeah, to 80 new markets, 80 new markets. So that's 80 new countries, including, I have the list here. That's not what I wanted here. So Spotify to expand into 80 new markets across Asia, Africa, the Caribbean, Europe, and Latin America. Here's the list of the countries. Angola, I have a huge fan base out there. Antigua, Barbuda, Armenia, Azerbaijan, Bahamas, Bangladesh, Barbados, Belize, Benin, I have fans there. Bhutan, Botswana, Brunei, Dar es Salaam, Burkina Faso, got fans there. Cape Verde, I have huge fan base in Cape Verde, and out there I was never being able to sell music, and now I can stream. All these people can all of a sudden since yesterday, and they are I don't think they will open everything at the same time, but this year they're just opening all these new markets. So Cameroon, Ivory Coast, Djibouti, Equatorial Guinea, etc. There's more. Gabon, all these places, Guinea-Bissau, all these places where I'm super famous, but where nobody ever bought my music because it was impossible to buy my music. Haiti, I have hits in Haiti. Same thing. Everybody had just copies of my music.